All right.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. Kickoff now just moments away. It is finally time to crown a champion, as I'll hand it over to the two men who will call the action, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used, honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll try and run for it with Bell. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. After the penalty, it's Penny. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, this is Harris. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Jaworski Tartt came out of Samford University in Alabama. And he is a guy who is an absolute flash at the safety position.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play.
That too.
A terrific run there by Penny. 48 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. They'll try the right side here with Penny. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too. After a good stop. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
6-0 our score after 1. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. As he'll take it all the way up to the 20-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now.
Had him pinned back there deep. You thought that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the Chiefs' 46-yard line.
Second and 5. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause. Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
They do a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. That was close to a big play. Just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct? Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Now Rashad Penny. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On the draw, this is Penny. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Penny, a 1st down carry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And quickly, they get to the line. On 3rd down, here's Bell.
Nice
for 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will make our score 9-0. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
No catches, though. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end, and now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think that they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Allington. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From midfield, here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, and he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Ellington. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Anthony Sherman there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. And he has enjoyed some solid groundwork, and some good holes have been created by the guys up front.
Almost get the sense that their game plan is working to perfection, that what they worked on in practice all week, they've just translated and taken it out onto the field in this ball game. And boy, they're liking what they're seeing.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Penny running right. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell.
Damn.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Bell. Well, first down and then some. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game.
Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block it on downfield.
Have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes now to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Bell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Darren Lee able to run him down for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point.
That play was blocked so well, it almost felt like a 7-on-7 session with no rush at all. Quarterback was able to stay in the pocket, scan the field, go through his progressions, and find the open receiver for a touchdown.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On first down, Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. He gets it complete to Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're at the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat
first, and it often gets you to overcommit
in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack. 2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Penny. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 1st down, Bell. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. Well, partner, I know that you and I were raised that in this situation, just take a knee. You got the game pretty much salted away, but instead of that, they throw it. Another touchdown.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see this post-game handshake.
Maybe.
A conservative run up the middle, but to pass the ball and then score, yeah, some awkward handshake.
Coming up.
Yeah, this could be one of those, yeah, nice game, buddy.
And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever.
All right, y'all.
So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness.
Peace out.
Makes me want to carry